All right, you got it, bro. Time to put those tattoos to use. Easy. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. What's going on, everyone? It's Heria. All y'all asked for it, so I'm here with Mike Israetel. We're about to do some calisthenics training. Have you ever tried calisthenics before? I'm sure you have.
Not really.
Oh, like push-ups and pull-ups and stuff, right?
Yeah, I do those all the time.
Cool, perfect, because today we're gonna be doing none of that. I read the comments on the video that you made about me, and everybody wanted to see some real calisthenics. Okay. No push-ups, no pull-up stuff, so this is what it looks like. This is what you're gonna be doing today.
Yeah, good luck.
Brother, you got this, trust me. All right, you know what? In fact, I got just the thing for you. Come on. Yeah. What do you think?
I'm a real gangster now.
You're ready.
Nobody playing out here. You gonna see anybody playing? I don't. Look at these tattoos, you thinking, hey, is that a nice man? Fuck no, he's a fucking gangster, pimp. I'm all over the shit. I'm selling bitches, I'm selling drugs.
Oh, he's in
Hey,
character.
hold on, I ain't even done. I'm selling money. Think about how that's even possible, motherfuckers, since we out here every day.
I think we just transformed him. So I think you're ready, bro. I think you're definitely ready. Now you got the tats, we're ready to go. So we're gonna start the full planche from the very beginning. Okay, so even your grandma can do this. This is like the fundamentals to unlocking a full planche. Anybody can start right here. And the faster you get started, the faster you're gonna unlock the full planche. Excellent. So when you get to the top, you see how I can put my whole entire hand on your back, but then when you go down, there's a valley there. That's how I know you're doing it extremely correct. Perfect form. All right, so level 2, the next progression we're gonna get into, we're gonna hold like a tuck L-sit. And again, same form applies, but instead of protracting, we're gonna depress our shoulders. Yep, 1, 2, try to turn these out and try to not bend them no matter what. Excellent. I remember when I first started doing this, how heavy it felt. It literally felt impossible just to get my feet up. Then it felt impossible just to hold for 3 seconds. Then it feels impossible to hold for 5 seconds, but you always progress. That's the thing.
And it's cool because if you do calisthenics for a while and you get quite good at it, it's a skill set that like so few people have, that if you go and do this at the gym, to some people who don't understand things, haven't been around sports, they're like, yeah, whatever, that seems fine.
Yeah, you can't tell.
But to anyone who understands, they're
intense.
like, do you know how hard that is?
Facts.
And then even if you've never done sports or anything, but you sort of know physics a little bit, you're like, that looks impossible.
Right?
And when it's possible, when you're actually doing it, like, dude, my level of respect and admiration for calisthenics folks is like off the charts.
All right, so we're gonna speed run this. I'm gonna be showing you first all the progressions that really tackle like the form. The requirements for every progression moving forward, including these, is to be able to lock out your arms straight, right? Yeah, push them as far away from your body as possible. There you go. Dude, that's a super good lockout, actually. Most people actually don't do that. And if you twist it even more, you'll expose the belly here even more, like supinate even more. Yeah, dude, perfect. Oh, you don't even have to hold it that long. Come down. That's excellent. Normally when people do this, sometimes, especially from coming from the bottom, sometimes they'll come up and they'll assist with other muscles, like their shoulders too much or something, and that will cause them to like bring it up and their arms to bend. If this is a challenge, I would tell people to start from the top. So you start from the top, lock out and press. That way you're already pushing your scapula away from your body, and when you come down with your arms protracted. Remember how that feels? I need you to feel that every time as we move on to the progressions. That's perfect, bro.
I only know one best calisthenics athlete. You know who that is?
Who is it? Who is it?
Boy, right here, me, baby.
I think it's the tattoos.
But you're clearly
right now,
second.
bro.
Yeah, the tattoos give me that confidence, baby. Once you get the tats up there, man, there's nothing I can't do.
I'm okay with being second, to be honest.
But like you're really like to me, you're not like a close second. Like, let's be real.
No, let's be real.
Because there's levels to this shit.
Straight.
But third, I don't even know who third is. You're
Does it
clearly
even matter?
second. I'm not.
If you're not first, you're last.
I Drake third.
Now that you understand the technique, you understand the shoulder depression, you understand that engages more of your lats. When you protract a little bit, that engages more of your serratus anterior. And this is basically the form for your entire upper body. Keeping your arms locked out, turning the ditch of your elbow out, and being able to maintain this doing whatever you're gonna do. So this is exactly the form we're gonna take when we go into this next exercise. We're gonna just rock back and forth, right? So you can lean back and lift up your knees like this, and then go like this, as high as you can. You got this, bro. There you go. So if you lean back a little bit, it'll give you that leverage. So lean back a little bit and keep your arms locked. Yeah, just like that. Keep your knees up and tight together because it will help you. The more like compact you are, there you go. And just try to lean back and lean forward, lean back and lean forward. Yes, like that.
And it's fighting your body, what your body wants to do, just cave in.
Right.
But you're staying rigid.
Right.
Like, that's crazy. You
just have to hold everything like
yeah.
that.
The other thing with calisthenics is, like, unless you're doing like pull-up challenges, the positions, the holds that you guys do,
oh, it takes so much out of you.
It's also so like impressive and difficult to relate to. Because if you see someone like squat 800 pounds, you're like, well, I can squat like 100. It's just more weight.
Right.
It's just linear. But if someone's like doing a super ball and L-sit, and you're like, I can do 0 of that.
Right.
How did he get to doing a second of that?
That's
and that guy's
cool,
been there for 30 seconds. How does that work?
The way that calisthenics works, it's bodybuilding uses weights, calisthenics uses progressions. So the weights go up in like increments of 5. It's a very small step every single way. So it's a lot easier to progress up. Whereas calisthenics, the progressions determine the weights. So for example, a different angle or a leverage or elevation will either add more or less resistance, right? So the more progressions or the more strategical progressions you have in between these other progressions is how you close the gap. So if you did want to close the gap, you can hold the tuck planche like this, tuck, and then you could just like, you see, alternate feet until you're just like alternating slower until you're just like holding it right there, right? So I'm gonna have you do this, but to speed run this, you're gonna be using resistance bands. So we can focus more on technique and form. Now, no matter what level you are with calisthenics, you're always gonna be using resistance bands. For example, even if you can do the tuck planche, you're still gonna be using resistance bands some days because when it comes to calisthenics, again, just like every other training style, you have to balance volume and intensity. There you go, again. There you go, again. There you go, arms are locked, bro, let's go, knees together. That's it, dude. Tuck planche, unlocked. That was really good, bro. I'm actually super impressed.
Thank you.
When you're trying to go up progressions, there's certain methods that you can use. If you get stuck at a progression, you can use them to help you get out of that plateau. For example, pumps. You'll work like a certain rep range, whether it's like the lower part or the top half or even in the middle. So we'll strengthen the different areas of the movement without doing the full movement, and also negatives. Enough eccentrics, you'll eventually be able to do the concentric of that movement. And look forward too. If you look down, it'll mess up the trajectory. Yeah, so look forward the whole time. If you can't, look at me. There you go. Dude, those are really good reps. There you go. Get into the tuck, and let's just do a negative. All the way to a 90 degree in your arms. Lean, 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 lean. Yep, keep your arms tucked. Don't focus on bending your arms. Just focus on leaning. Because as you lean, your arms are gonna actually bend on its own. Lower down, lower down, lower down, lower down. Here we go. Damn. Excellent.
How big of an advantage in calisthenics through the progressions, like from start to being decent at it, do high-level gymnasts have when they show up?
In gymnastics, what they do is also very specific. So some of it translates, but also some of it doesn't at all. You know, like when it comes to gymnastics, for example, like they're very big on their movements, fluidity, how smooth they can move, but also using momentum with grace.
Yes.
And I feel like calisthenics, at least like the style that I do.
No momentum.
Yeah, you try to eliminate momentum as much as possible. Now you guys know I had to put Mike through a little bit of a challenge, but there's also easier progressions of ways to do this, and I'll show you real quick. You can do this with your feet elevated on top of a surface and actually assist some reps with your feet too as you get tired. Remember, the most important thing is that you're learning the trajectory, the form, and the technique. And another way you can do this is where you place the resistance band. So for example, if you put this resistance band on your feet, it's gonna help you hold you up a lot more. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Up and then around the back. There, yes, bro. That was everything right there. If you guys noticed. Right back into protraction. That's good, perfect. Only 3 reps, that's all you need. So now what we're gonna really emphasize on, which is what I think you need the most, is the lean. And that is what everybody needs the most, to be honest, because that's pretty much the hardest part of the full planche. There you go, feet together. Yeah, be nice and tall here. Remember, you wanna, yeah, right, like protract down and then round this out and then go down looking forward. Yeah, bro. Again, feet together, like your feet are tied together with rope. There you go. There you go. There you go. So you see, like you can see him shaking. Once he gets to the maximum point, right? Oh, look, he actually went further. So you see, the more you do this, the more you're gonna get used to it. You're gonna feel what muscles are actually supposed to be assisting when you're doing this. And every time you're gonna be able to go a little more forward and a little more forward. And the reality of it is if you consistently do this and you continue to train this, you will eventually lean so much forward that your feet just come off the ground.
That makes sense.
So now we're gonna combine 2 things. This is gonna bring a lot of the technique together. I want you to lean, and when you get either your max lean or close to your max lean, I want you to stop there and just do some scapular protractions, like the first progression that we did. There you go. So the more pike you have, the more like space you'll be able to lean forward. Exactly. And then you'll do PPT, like you'll squeeze and turn in your butt. Yeah. There you go. I think you can even lean a little more. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Mike. You got this. Easy. Perfect. So when you first do this, you may swing a lot, right? Like you're swinging like this. Okay? But the more you do it, you'll be able to slow it down until you can just, boom, hold it right there.
Wow.
Okay?
That's cool.
So the more, it's all about just like repping it out.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to unlock the supinated planche, you do the same thing. You put them supinated like this. This looks like the same thing, but actually holding it supinated, I'll say it's like, what, 5 times harder, right? This is gonna take like another year once you can actually.
Is there a planche hold world record?
Yeah, actually, there is. To be honest, I don't know it off the top of my head.
Roughly, what is it?
But I think it's like over 40 seconds, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah, eventually, you get very comfortable with this.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's intense.
All right, Mike, so we've learned a lot of techniques. We've learned a lot of methods and progressions so far. And now you're gonna realize that this is just like something that just goes over and over every time you move into another progression. So like the tuck planche, for example, I showed you like the toe taps, right? Because you're kind of like holding your body a little bit for at least a second. And the more you do that, the more you're getting it comfortable with holding your entire body weight. So every time you go up a progression, you're gonna be doing that. Again, remember, we're skipping a ton of progressions. But as we're moving into full planche, you would do the same thing with a full planche. So of course, the more you do this, especially if you use a resistance band, you'll be able to lean forward enough that your feet just like come off. And this is actually another progression too, just like leans. These are called full planche leans. You just do this, so your feet come off the ground. That's gonna make you a lot more efficient at raising into the planche and holding it. Lean forward, point up the toes. There you go, and come back down. Yep. Again, boom, and then come back down again. Boom, come back down. Boom, come back down. Yes, perfect. Now give it a break. Shake that off.
I don't teach much calisthenics. I just do this shit.
Do it.
Also, I'm not really good at teaching it because it just came so naturally to your boy. You feel me?
Right.
I don't even know how to do it. I just do it.
The best athletes in the world are like the worst coaches.
Yeah, they don't coach because it's all natural. That's me, baby.
Now we're about to see Mike Israetel go for the full planche. Let's see this. We're about to break the internet. Let's go. There you go. No, straighten out your body. Try to be as straight as possible. Like when you go up, try to Superman. So remember, depression first, then protraction, then lean forward, have a round right here, and PPT, and point the toes. Depress. Yes, hold. Yes, hold, all the way till failure. Let's go. Bro, what? That's insane. Like I'm releasing tension. I was literally releasing tension the whole time, bro. I'm so freaking proud of you, dude. That was so lit.
Thank you.
You said you weighed 230, right?
Yeah.
That was really phenomenal, bro. I'm super impressed.
Thank you so much.
I'm very happy with this, and you're definitely well on your way to mastering calisthenics.
Man, I gotta say, I showed up here and I was like, I'm not even gonna be able to do the progressions because your boy has a few jiu-jitsu injuries.
Hey.
My injuries include every fucking part of my body.
Everything.
And so I got a right elbow that's messed up. I got a bicep tendon here, whatever the hell.
It's the worst.
And so I was like, this isn't gonna happen. Only reason anything happened at all was Mr. Chris here.
Brother, it's an honor.
He really knows his stuff. And at first, even the easy progressions were really hard. But then as the progressions kept going, I was like, oh, I'm feeling my swag a little bit. And when I wasn't, all the tips you gave me, I was like, oh, that makes sense, especially the posterior pelvic tilt. As soon as I squeezed my glutes and really leaned forward, I was like, oh, I'm feeling my swag a little bit.
It made it feel easier, right?
Actually,
It's the best one of the whole day.
Not just easier, but I felt more competent because of the progressions that you walked me through.
Excellent.
And how patient you are with teaching. You got a gift, bro.
Thank you so much, bro. All right, Mike, so we went through enough progressions for today. All you got to do is just work your way down the bands until you're at the thinnest band, and we're at the final result. You ready for it?
Show me.
Let's get it. All right, you got it, bro. Time to put those tattoos to use.
Easy.
Let's go. Woo! 3, 2, 1.